Hi, my name is Rachel Zelan. I'm with Hunger Relief International. I'd like to thank you for watching this brief update today that we're doing on Guatemala and COVID-19. I'd like to introduce Hector Alay, the Program Manager for HRI in Guatemala. Hector, how are you today?
I'm great, thank you.
Good to hear it. Hector, can you give us a brief update on what measures the government of Guatemala has taken to contain the spread of COVID-19?
Well, they are doing a great job containing the spread. The situation started with controls, early controls at the airport, so that they were able to gather pretty much everybody that shown signs of having the virus. Um, Almost everybody is in. Maybe just one person was like out of could got out of the control, but it was identified afterwards, and it's certain we're certain that most of the people that are in risk of getting infected are under quarantine. We have um, we have shut down most of the companies. Some of them are still working. Um, some are doing home office. School is out. The problems are basically related with the economy, because many people are from the informal sector and they are unable to work and unable to get any income. So the government is gathering food for them, and it's going to give economic help for some of them. They are continuing the school feeding program by not with the schools directly, but providing the food for the families that have children at school, and they are coping with the situation. We hope that works, but we know it wouldn't be enough. Once the quarantine is off, it's over, we will face severe problems supplying food, and we have now a limitation that in order to prevent scarcity, the government is restricting the amount of food one can purchase. Most of foundations and organizations are doing uh, like asking people to donate food so they can provide, but we are unable to purchase large amounts right now.
Thank you. It sounds like the government has done quite a bit to contain the spread of the virus, although from what you've just said and what we've discussed over the past few days and weeks, it does appear that accessibility to food is pretty difficult, especially for people living in remote areas. We work primarily in villages up in the mountains that are quite isolated. So can you just give us a brief update on how these communities are doing? Are their families in crisis? Are we able to help them? And what are we helping them with?
Okay. Yes, they are receiving products. The ones that have children at school, they are receiving products like the equivalent in food baskets. Um, some of them will receive the economic uh, help from the government. That's at least that's in the plan. The means that they will in which will this will be implemented are still unknown. But we do know, and we have already received notification from the community leaders that this is not enough for some families. Some families that are whose um, parents are not working or not receiving any income and have many members living in the household are really struggling. Uh, Even with neighbors helping them in a way. So we are focusing on those families that are really having a hard time and providing them providing them with soap, with rice, beans, oatmeal, um, a little bit of sugar, oil, um, pasta, so they can uh, cope with the situation. Again, we are limited in the amount of food that we can purchase, but we are managing to give enough on a weekly basis to the most needed families.
That's good. I'm glad to hear it, and I know that our donors and partners will also be glad to know that we are there and we are responding to the communities and their needs in every way that we possibly can. And again, I would like to reiterate, those families in crisis are reaching us through their community leadership, and we are being responsive to their needs for food. Many people are isolated and cannot get to markets. Last question, Hector, and I thank you for your time. Can you give us just a very brief update on how our education and prevention campaign is going in Guatemala? Who are we partnering with? And how many people do you think we're reaching on average every day with our messaging?
Okay, we designed this campaign and we partnered with the Centro de Voluntariado Guatemalteco, which is the umbrella organization that gathers all the foundations and organizations that work with volunteers. We have them and some other networks that we have joined either nationally or locally for some communities, and they are helping us spread the message of prevention. Only with HRI alone, we are reaching up to 3,000 people. With our allies, we are reaching more than 5,000 people through WhatsApp groups, WhatsApp contacts, Facebook, and Instagram. And the plan is for us to reach other population, for example, the deaf population that cannot hear. We are preparing a sign language video with help of volunteers so we can also inform them.
Excellent. Thank you, Hector. We really appreciate your update, and we appreciate all of the work that HRI and the team in Guatemala is doing every day, reaching so many people in great need. I wish to send my best to everybody watching this. My thoughts and prayers are with you and your families. Please stay healthy, stay safe, take all necessary precautions, and we will come back with more updates in the coming weeks. Thank you very much.